All right, we were game number 3, the final game for Tony. Now we just came off of a victory where he would make some pretty good decisions in the nooch. He's finally realized you can 2H now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't just mash the 2H. All right. Just because I 2H doesn't mean you need to. Because what if I didn't do the instant transmission here? What if I didn't autopilot? Because I autopilot this shit. What if I didn't autopilot here? What if I went into the shoulder tackle, or even worse, the medium? What if I did the medium shoulder tackle after that? I'll be able to vortex you right then and right there, just off of that. But you decided to mash out the 2H. Like I said, try to do it in reaction to him putting his fingers to his head. Don't just mash it. That's going to be bad news bears, especially against someone who won't autopilot to that sort of thing. I'm gonna get relaxed. Think that was a poor assist call by me, and an even worse conversion. But I did get a happy birthday from a shoddy assist call. Do be mindful with your assist call. It's still something I'm working on. I get Goku hit out of his assist a lot, but do be wary of when you do your assist calls. That was actually a misinput. That was not supposed to be a Sparky dash. That was supposed to be a super dash. But whatever happens, happens. Nice. See, that's what you should have done with 21. Do that falling medium. So just in case if I didn't do anything, you would be safe. Yeah, I just woke a little. Honestly, I did that because I know you don't have the Oki down yet, and you just haven't practiced it. So okay, so he's gonna go for Oki, then he's just gonna fuck it up. So I'm just gonna brute force. I'm just gonna brute force my way out. Whew. Now do notice why I decided to swap for here. I did decide to bring out Goku. I know I just used Trunks, but normally, what I would even do in the past, I would wait with Goku Blue. I would sit on Goku Blue until Trunks came back, and then I would swap in Trunks. That's not always the play. The play right now is that Goku Blue's low, and I need to get him out as fast as I possibly can. So if I need to bring out my anchor, fuck it, I'm bringing out the anchor early. He got called into work early. No, and you did something similar here. I know 21 is usually your anchor, and I protect him early. But sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. If your main character, your point is weak and they're about to die, and your mid is currently on cooldown, just bring in the anchor. Don't run the risk of letting your point die and not getting any sort of blue health back. Because Goku Blue, as you can see, had a fair amount of blue health left. Now he's sitting at around 40% HP instead of like 20 or 30. I'll get the Oki here. Boom. Now I did that to cover all of my bases because I know you don't press buttons after any sort of hard knockdown, which is usually good. You gotta be very careful pressing buttons after a hard knockdown because it's very easy to get any sort of meaty setup afterwards. I was like, okay, he likes to reflect, so I'm just gonna command grab. I could have went for a Dragon Rush, but the Dragon Rush is slightly slower and I wouldn't get nearly as big as a reward, just in case. Like, for example, if you had more health, I wouldn't get nearly as big as a reward if I just decided to do the Chi Chi Fingers. Wouldn't be even more sneaky, I would use the light Chi Chi Fingers instead of the medium. Okay, now here's a very subtle thing. You see that? After that Vanish Clash, and not Vanish, the Super Dash Clash, what did I do and what did you do? I air dash forward into a button. You backdash. Alright? Now, you could have canceled that backdash, you can't cancel the backdash, but after the backdash, you could have pressed medium, catch me on recovery on my light, and catch me as you fell, and then kill me. Or, since you can't cancel forward dashes like that, in the air at least, As soon as we clash with the super dash, you can press a button and then jab me out of my dash. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, I like to forward dash into buttons after a clash super dash. I do it all the time, even when I lose, even when I know someone who counters it by just pressing a button to jab me out of the dash. I do it anyway because I just autopilot. I'm still trying to break the habit. But if I can't break it online, I'm gonna teach you guys to teach me to break the habit. Because if online ain't working, you guys gotta back me up here. So I'm counting on y'all. I'm counting on all y'all. I think with everything was just an overhead. I think they just killed you. Nah, just that. Now, I don't think I was in this situation. I do not think I was plus. I think you were just too slow in pressing a button. Either that, or I wasn't necessarily plus. We were even, but I just have a faster button than you. That's something you would have to break down and lab out on your own. Now, you don't always have to learn stuff in the field. You can always just sit back in like training camp and figure it out. But that's gonna be it for the tournament side of the review of things. So things to work on is obviously the 18 stuff. Just keep working on that. Don't give up. And the most important thing is to start making the adaptations to the enemy player. You know, don't just follow your game plan. Don't just mash buttons. Don't just 2H as soon as they go airborne. Think about what they like to do. All right, make the adaptation. Don't just play on autopilot, because we're all reaching the rank. We're playing on autopilot. It's just not gonna work anymore. You're gonna have to make some sort of adaptation to beat the enemy player. If it could come as simple as just after a vanish, you reflect, or you backdash, or you just block, or you get ready to tech a dragon rush. You know, little things like that. Instead of up teching, you start to back tech, or you start to delay tech, or if they like to delay tech, like a lot of people delay tech and vanish. You know, you just do an instant overhead heavy to catch them if they try to do anything else than a delay tech. But you see their delay tech, you just backdash, and if they vanish, just 2H your own reaction, or if they don't, you just go back in with more pressure covered by a assist. You know, this is the hardest part about fighting games, is truly making that adaptation. So it's going to take some time, but don't be afraid to lose. You know, just go into casual. Don't even think about your overall, like, don't worry about any vortexes or TODs or anything like that. Just go in thinking like, okay, how do they react when I put them in this situation? Like, if I was to do nothing but jump back, what do they do in react? Do they super dash? Do they jump back as well? Do they call an assist? Do they get impatient? Do they stay patient? You know, all these little things help you recognize how they play as a player and help you shape who you are as a player and help to build up your mental fortitude as a fighting game player. But until next time, I'm going to catch y'all on the flip.